Cricket Rockstar Nation, welcome to another video. Before I go any further, I would like to ask you followers and dear friends to please like the video, leave a feedback, and follow all of my social media platforms. It's free and it's simple to do. I've been busy lately, especially over the last week or so when I did had the opportunity of co-hosting the Special Olympics National Beach Games up in Maracas Beach, that's in northern Trinidad, which I must tell you was another memorable one for the ages as I was co host for the opening ceremony once again. This time around, it was 100% big time rock solid. While the games were taking place, I must also tell you that I also was interviewed a couple of times for SOTT's social media and also made my commentary debut via commentating on the football. And let me tell you, the football was very exciting. And even though there was the time constraints due to the bad light, and at the same time, how it gets dark very quickly, as you know, around this time of the year, it gets dark all around after 4 or 5 o'clock here in Trinidad and Tobago. As you all know, we're near the winters and the Christmas time. And even though we don't have winter here in Trinidad, it gets dark very quickly. And there's a cold front that is not too far from now. So just letting you guys know that. Speaking of which, my old friends, the Palmeiras team, they did win the silver medal in their division of the football competition at the games, and I was very pleased and happy for them. Overall, I did brought out my A game both as a co-host and commentating for the first time was piece of cake. Unfortunately, I didn't needed a mic, but still, my time will come when I have to make it to the commentary box. So today's video, we're talking about Pakistan cricket, and I know for a fact a lot of people are gonna be asking me why I'm talking about Pakistan, but I'm not going to explain. So, following the Pakistan cricket team's 2-1 series triumph over South Africa about a week or so back, and their narrow 6-run victory over Sri Lanka in the first ODI a few days ago, all I can say is so far for the Pakistan team, they are heading into somewhat of the right direction. However, there are a few flaws that they need to fix very quickly if they want to win games consistently. What was vital was seeing Shine Shah Afridi getting off to an excellent beginning as captain, though I felt he would have been better off captaining the T20 international team. But with all that being said, that's already in the past and now it's present. The biggest positive for Pakistan from the recent series against South Africa was the return to form for opener Saim Ayub and T20 skipper Salman Ali Agar. Ayub, with his consecutive half centuries, scored 169 runs in the 3 innings against South Africa, which showcased a brilliant temperament and stroke play. And coming into that series, he was really out of sorts, quite bad. But seeing him back into form is an excellent sign for the Pakistan team. And as for Salman Ali Akar, his solid middle order contributions, where he scored those 168 runs in the 3 innings at an average of 68, did highlight his growing role, not just as a crucial anchor role, but also as a man for the crisis whenever the men in green are in all sorts of trouble. But the revelation for Pakistan in the recent series against South Africa has to be the leg spinner in Abrar. He, in my view, has been absolutely rock solid for the men in green with his leggies and all of the variations he has, particularly in the deciding game last week, Saturday, against South Africa, where he took where he had his best ever figures in ODIs, 4 for 27. He literally ripped through the South African lower order very easily, and the ability to find a wicket taking spinner who can operate in the middle overs, he has been quite the revelation for Pakistan for quite some time now, because within the last couple of seasons, Pakistan has been struggling to find a wrist spinner. They've tried with Usman Khadir, but they've moved on from him and he's done with the internationals. There was Shadab Khan, who has fallen off the radar and has been injury prone. And there was this other guy, Usama Amir. He was tried and tested but was failure. But ever since Abrar was brought into the Pakistan ODI team, or should I say limited overs team in general, he has made himself into a superstar, let me tell you. But moving away from the positives of Pakistan to the big concerns. The big concerns the Pakistan team basically has, obviously, it has to do with the form of Fakhar Zaman and former captain Babar Azam, who I find have been out of form for a long period of time now. And this is getting to a point where the selectors, they need the Pakistani selectors, I find, at at some point they're gonna have to take action because you cannot keep having Baba Azam and Fakhar Zaman in the team and they're underperforming. Look at Zaman's age. He's 35, 36. Where are the other openers? Where's the likes of Hasibullah or a few of the other youngsters who are currently performing on the domestic circuit? Where are those lads? But still, they're persisting with experience and it's not working out. They've tried and tested with Imam ul Haq, but there's the old saying that says, Pachi this, Pachi that. He's been disappointed. On the other hand, with Babar, he hasn't had a significant score in the limited overs format for a long period of time now. And it is going to get to a point where the selectors are going to have to make a big decision whether to move on from them or even send them back to domestic cricket. But the other concern I do have with regards to Shaheen Shah really is his initial bowling returns, even though his captaincy has been good so far, his bowling returns hasn't been as it has used to be, as it has been in the past. Although they are getting the victories, he has been a bit of a liability too, so as Naseem Shah and even Haris Rav too, who out of nowhere came back into the Pakistan team when they should have tried someone like a Mohammad Wasim Jr. or even a Mohammad Hasnain, who, in my opinion, those two should be getting opportunities. Naseem Shah, on the other hand, even though he's getting wickets, he's not looking 100% fit or isn't looking sharp as he used to be. Even though that is happening, that is the weakest links they are in the team currently. But what truly is but what does matter is that Pakistan are finding form, which is a good sign. But they need to have this form coming into big ICC events. There's the World Cup that's 2 years away, and there's the T20 World Cup a few months away too. The recent first ODI victory over Sri Lanka, in which they did win narrowly by just 6 runs, could have been the perfect follow up. However, they still have their weaknesses to clean up, and unlike the Proteas, the Sri Lankans they did bring their full strength side, which means that the victory in the first game was more significant and it did signal that the momentum of the South Africa series is not fleeting the winning attitude under Afridi's captaincy, but it is taking hold. All that the Pakistan team needs to do is continue relying on their core strength, which is their pace attack. And I will not be surprised if they try some of the guys on the bench for the next couple of games just to make sure that they get the experience and to find form. That is most important. I have problems with some of the players, but it is what it is. And then too, their spin department, as I said before, has been a revelation. However, in the last game, they did not have the services of Abrar. Hopefully, for the game which is coming up today, he does get a place in the 11. More importantly, it's a crucial opportunity for their established batters to hit form once more and convert those starts into match winning scores, something that is long overdue, not just for the fans' sake, but also to keep their place in the team. Sticking with the Pakistan versus Sri Lanka series, the remaining matches of the ODI series, which continues today into and Sunday, will all be played at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium alongside the triangular series involving the two teams and Zimbabwe, who, by the way, have touched down in Pakistan. All of the matches are going to be at the Pindi Stadium for the rest of the month. That is the 14th and the 16th for the last two ODIs. And the Tri Series is expected to now start on the 18th of November to the 29th. And this is due to the deadly bomb blast in Islamabad a few days ago, which did spark security concerns among the touring Sri Lankan players. And there was talk about the Sri Lankan players walking out of the tour. But despite all of those rumors and false narratives from certain members of the Indian media, the PCB, along with government officials, immediately met with the Sri Lankan team management and also the High Commissioner to offer maximum security assurances to ensure that the tour could resume. Excuse me. For those to allow for all of that, the matches had to be pushed back by a day, meaning that the second game, which was supposed to take place on Thursday, now takes place Friday. As for the third ODI, which was supposed to take place on Saturday, that will now take place on Sunday. That is the 13th of, that is the 14th of November and the 16th November, respectively. So that's gonna do it for this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for all things cricket. And stay tuned, more content on the way. Bye for now.